split adjusted. They did a 10-for-1 split, so it's not as easy to see here. But the stock took off in the 30s, which is, back then it was about the 300s. It went parabolic into over $1,000. And my next slide is going to be an intraday chart, so you can look at that as well. So basically, you have 3 extended candles here. And on the 4th day, it gapped up over 1,000. I believe it hit $1,050, instantly reversed, closed that day at 800. And that trade was a $1 million trade for me. So now I'm going to go into that intraday chart here, and you can see how it trades intraday. Okay, and you can see how, we gap up. We trade off a little bit into the afternoon. The next day on February, it's hard for me to see some of these dates here, but we're gapping up, but it never really breaks support, right? It never really has a breakdown. It will sell off a little bit, but it never really breaks support. So the day before the finale, or the climax, whatever you want to call it, we can see it gap up here again. It does sell off a little bit at the open, but it immediately catches on. There's immediate support, and it trends up throughout the entire day. Okay, so on the peak day, we see that it gaps up again. Okay, so this would have been 1, 2, 3. It would have been your 4th pretty decent sized gap up in a row. And what do we see right at the open? Right at the open, we get an opening shove up, but we get an immediate reversal on record volume. Okay, an immediate reversal on record volume. And that to me was a key to say, hey, let's get involved. Let's get involved. And it is worth kind of getting involved with some size, which I did. I played both. I shorted some calls on this. I bought some puts on this, and I also shorted the comment on this. And by the end of the day, I forgot my exact P&L. It's been a couple of years, but I know this was over $1 million trade for me. Now, super microcomputer, if we do go back, this is kind of key. It actually did, a couple weeks later, make a new all-time high about 2 to 3 weeks later, which is kind of unique. A lot of times, the peak day or the climax selling day will be kind of I don't know if I want to say the all-time high, but the high for the run, where this actually did make another all-time high. But after this move, super microcomputer has been in a downtrend ever since. So this again for me was an A+ setup. Now
can I jump in, Phil? One question.
Yep.
Yeah, go to the previous slide here.
Sure.
Did you take it as, so that last gap up, did you kind of start putting on your position as it broke that first 15-minute bar low? Where did you kind of start building your position? Because I assume you kind of added as it started working for you.
Yes, absolutely. So, I wish I had the intraday chart here, like the intraday, like